Before we get to our interview with NJAC Co-Player of the Year, Jack Lanham, Salisbury University Athletics would like to thank its corporate partner, Pepsi Bottling Ventures. Pepsi Bottling Ventures is the nation's largest privately held manufacturer, seller, and distributor of Pepsi Cola beverages, one of the largest, most recognized consumer brands in the world. Pepsi Bottling Ventures with 2 locations in the Salisbury area. We're here with 2019 NJAC Co-Offensive Player of the Year, all-region player, quarterback of the football team, Jack Lanham. Jack, what have you been up to since campus closed down in March?
Really, right when we went back home, I was just doing what every other student was. I was just focusing on my classes online, and really I was just staying in my house for the most part. And then about a few weeks in, I really started working out again. Thankfully, after the gyms closed, one of my family members, they had a home gym, so I was able to go over there a bunch. It's actually my sister. So I was just doing that, just trying to stay in shape because I didn't really know what the future would hold. Ultimately, they canceled the season, but I just wanted to stay ready. So I just really just worked out, stayed home, tried to finish my schoolwork, and didn't do much.
I got you. Did you have any summer jobs or anything like that?
I started doing Instacart, so I was delivering some groceries for some people. I was cutting people's grasses. I was just doing a lot of odd jobs, just trying to make some money.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Gotta make your way through this crazy summer that we've had pretty much.
Yeah, man.
Let's go back, not this past year, but the year before, to 2018. You were coming off a year where you won a couple NJAC Rookie of the Week awards, but then you got hurt early in the season. What was the recovery process like in kind of getting back into playing shape and getting ready for the 2019 season?
It took a while. I was in a cast for about 2 months and had 2 surgeries, and I had screws put in my hand. So it was a lot. But really, I'm thankful that it happened because it really, really motivated me more to work even harder. I didn't change anything drastic. I just, stayed with my lifting, running, just trying to stay in shape. But ultimately things happen for a reason, and I'm glad it did because I feel like it made me want to get back out on the field even more.
And going back on the field, you did in a great way in 2019 with the historic success that the football team had last year. What was the turning point of the change of the football team? Past couple of years before 2019, there was a couple of roadblocks in the way, like 2018 had injuries. 2017 had a great run, and then a couple late losses at the end of the year. But what was the difference in the last year's team that kind of made this a truly historic season?
I think it started with, the coaches were great. Having Coach Lee would come back as our offense coordinator definitely helped boost our offense a ton. But honestly, we had a ton of leaders on the team. And, when you have great leadership on the team led by the players, we knew where we could go. We knew how talented we could be. But ultimately, we had to go out and prove it. And I think just having guys staying motivated throughout the year and pushing each other in practice every day, day in and day out, it went a long way. And I'm thankful to play with all the guys I did last year.
So traditionally, Salisbury's been a running team, obviously running the option offense. But last year, you guys opened up the passing game a lot. For example, you were the leading passer and leading rusher last year with 13 touchdowns through the air, but also you ran for 703 yards. How important was that to kind of open up the offense a little bit to make it a little easier for the offense to kind of move down the field?
It was super important too. I had always been thinking it like, man, we just need to, just throw the ball a little bit more, keep teams honest. But that's it. You have to do it. And, I credit Coach Fleetwood coming back though, honestly. He's just not afraid to take shots. And I feel like we both have, when he's calling a play, I feel like I know what he's going to call because I think we're on the same page with that. And, just being able to do that and adding another dynamic to our offense, it helped a ton. And, whether it's in the spring or next fall, we build on it even more.
You were named, once again, the NJAC Co-Offensive Player of the Year, was all-region selection. How did it feel to get those accolades at the end of the year?
It was nice for sure. I don't want to play for individual accomplishments, but it was nice. I mean, ultimately, my goal is just to win the conference. My brother had played here a few years back, so he had gotten 2 conference rings, and I just wanted to try and match him. So that was the biggest thing that motivated me.
Did you and your brother have a lot of competition growing up? Seeing who's better on the field or who's better in in sports?
Well, he's way older than me, but now I finally caught up to him. So
I gotcha. Unfortunately, like you brought up, the NJAC canceled or suspended conference play for the upcoming season. Have you talked to your teammates about how they're kind of handling the adjustment of what this year is going to be, and how are you preparing for the potential of the spring season or next fall?
Yeah, my roommate asked me what I thought, and honestly, I just told him, like, my playing days are limited. So, just getting out in the fall and even be able to practice or doing whatever in the spring, it's like, as long as it's an opportunity for me to go and play football, just do something I really enjoy, I'm thankful for it. So, I mean, I don't know what the fall is going to hold or even in the spring, but, as long as I get to just go out there, play, and, just have fun with my teammates, it'll be good with me because it's out of my control at this point. So,
I gotcha. It's a good way to stay optimistic. Take me through a typical workout. What do you do to kind of stay in shape?
I do the traditional lifting. I'll do upper body, lower body, and then running. I try and switch it up. So some days I'll go over to my local my high school. It's a few minutes from my house, and I'll either do like sprints or I'll do some long distance, try and run around the track. Something I've been doing a lot now recently is I started jumping rope a lot. I never really done that before, but it's tough, but trying to get the hang of it.
What got you? What really got you into football or playing sports growing up?
So I started when I was younger. I played football and I played basketball and baseball and all other sports, but I think just my parents signed me up pretty early. I'm the youngest of 5, so all my older siblings were always involved in sports. So when I was super young, I was always at their games, and just being around my family, honestly, just they all played sports, and that got me into it. And I met all my friends through playing sports, so that's really what kept me going.
Did you play quarterback all through growing up?
In my later years, yeah. I actually started off as a running back, believe it or not.
You got some running back skills in you still. I mean, that's important for our triple option offense, definitely. Outside of football, what do you like to do off the field?
Off the field, I really do enjoy lifting weights. Even if I'm, after my football days are over, I'll still probably be in the gym a ton. I just like to hang out with my friends and family. My brother has 2 kids now. They're both, one's 18 months and another one's a couple months. And my sister's had a baby. It's like 2 months old. So I just like to be around my family, my friends. I try to go to the beach a ton too. I love being down there.
You're a physical education major, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your future plans once you're done with school?
I haven't really nailed down a place where I'd want to teach or exactly, but I think I'll always be around football, so I think I'll be coaching or helping out in some aspect of that, and then teaching. I haven't really, like I said, chose a specific place. Go wherever, and we'll see what the future holds, I guess.
Hey, you still got some time, so take it slow, and I'm sure you'll find your way. Ready for this Fast 5 segment we have going on?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. First question is, who was the funniest member of the football team?
I don't know. I'll go Zach Gabble, because he's one of my super close friends.
Okay.
He's gonna be excited I said that.
I'm sure. All right. Second question: is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay, all right. Even though it's between 2 pieces of bread, still not a sandwich.
I can see the argument, but I mean, I just don't consider it a sandwich.
Fair enough. All right. Third question: are you a Madden or a 2K guy?
2K.
2K. What team do you like to use in 2K?
I love the Rockets. I love James Harden. He's my favorite player. So.
Think they got the chance to win it all in the bubble?
I don't know. It might be the Lakers this year.
Okay, fair enough. Team of destiny, hopefully, with LeBron and AD on the team. All right, fourth question. What is your favorite memory of Coach Wood or Coach Fleetwood?
Coach Wood, he's a super quotable guy. Honestly, like any team meeting, you never really know what he's going to do or what he's going to say, but he always finds a way to get us going, and we're always fired up for what he does. But nothing I can point to exactly. Coach Fleetwood too, older Coach Fleetwood.
Yeah.
He is brutally honest with people, and so he's not afraid to tell you when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah.
Fifth question is who's your favorite sports team and who was your favorite athlete growing up?
My favorite sport team is the Packers, and my favorite player was Brett Favre growing up. I'd say right now it's Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, I've always been a Packers fan.
I'm a big A-Rod guy. I've had him on my fantasy team a couple of years, and he gave me some good fantasy points. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and our last question before we wrap up this interview is what do you love most about being at Salisbury, and what advice would you give somebody looking at attending SU?
I love Salisbury. I love the campus, and I love that there's a lot of students, but there's also not as much as traditional bigger schools. And I honestly love the community. I feel like with the football team, I'm pretty good friends with everybody. And advice for people coming in, I think Salisbury's great. I think you just gotta get involved because there's so many opportunities too. There's so many clubs, and whether it's with your classes or doing whatever, just get involved, and you'll meet people because there's a lot of great people down at Salisbury.
All right, Jack. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and look forward to seeing you around in the fall.
You too, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the interview, Jack. Once again, Salisbury Athletics would like to thank its corporate partner, Pepsi Bottling Ventures.